U.S. Border Patrol is warning agents to exercise extreme caution after the Mexican military seized 10 IEDs at the border. Explosives were found by Mexican authorities after Tucson Border Patrol arrested an armed person on the U.S. side who had a loaded AK-47 rifle, 2 loaded AK magazines, loose rounds, and a handgun. Here with reaction, former acting ICE director and Fox News contributor Tom Homan. I mean, Tom, you know, the funny thing is you may have heard of stories like this in the past. It may be something that is not shocking to you. It is to me. I'm curious how you're going to react. But you got an armed man on the American side, and I think he's connected to some guys on the Mexican side. And then we've got IEDs found by the Mexican military.
Well, look, IEDs are not new to the cartels. They've been using them since 2010 against the Mexican military and law enforcement. And look, the cartels are a force to be reckoned with. These guys have bulletproof armored vehicles. They wear bulletproof vests, Kevlar helmets. They got military-grade weapons and explosives. The difference is now it's at the border. And why is that at the border, especially Arizona? Because you got the Sinaloa cartel. You got factions of the Sinaloa cartel. You got El Mayo and the other groups that are fighting for control of the plazas, the areas of control. And why is that happening? Because this administration, the Biden administration, has enriched them and emboldened them because they're making record amounts of money in alien smuggling, record amount of money in fentanyl smuggling, and record amount of money in sex trafficking of women and children. So the cartels are fighting each other control of these plazas. And that violence, mark my word, that violence is going to spill over to the United States. We need a president and administration who's going to take them on, and we don't have that right now. So
I understand completely, Tom. So the reason that type of weaponry is present, specifically along the border, but also in that Tucson sector, is an inter-cartel battle within the Sinaloa cartel right now, not even between two different cartels. Fight for control of the Sinaloa cartel, and so they're using things like IEDs to take each other out.
Right, and the other faction, Los Chapitos, they're the sons of Chapo Guzman, who we have in prison. So they're fighting over control because Sinaloa cartel, they're the spearhead of the fentanyl smuggling into the United States. So, you know, there's a town of 1,500 Mexicans that actually fled that town that came into, and many of them came into the United States where it's spread out. But the Mexican military isn't going to take them on, either the law enforcement, because much of the military and the law enforcement in the Mexican government, they're corrupt. They're on the take. Not all of them, but many of them. Again, we need United States Special Ops and our intelligence apparatus. We can take them out, but we don't have the will with this administration to do it. So you know, if President Trump gets back in, I guarantee he'll take out the cartels and wipe them off the face of the earth.
By going into Mexico,
not going to do it.
By going into Mexico?
Absolutely, we have to. The Mexican cartels should be classified as terrorists because they've killed more Americans by fentanyl than any terrorist organization in existence. This is a battle for the safety and security of this country. These cartels not only moving fentanyl, they're sex trafficking women and children, and there's no suspected terrorists have been, you know, over 300 just last year on the southern border alone. And these cartels are moving these people. Yeah. How many of the 1.8 million came from a country sponsoring terror that these cartels moved into the United States? That just scared the hell out of every American.
And there's precedent, by the way. We went into Mexico to get Pancho Villa to try to, I mean, we've done this in the past with law enforcement. But real quick, I only have a few seconds, Tom. How does inter-cartel, sometimes when we hear cartels fighting each other, I think then we go, oh, okay, well, that's a Mexico thing. But you said that could spill over to the American side, and you predicted it would. How does that get into our side of the border?
The violence will spread even more. It already has spread to the United States. It's going to spread into the United States more, the violence. But you got to understand, the Jalisco cartel is already in 54 countries. They have a presence in every major city in this country. Right. Not only are they smuggling drugs, they're handling the inner distribution into the United States. This is going to get bad.
All right, Tom Homan. Thanks for that information. Have a good have a good day, Tom. See you, man.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.